now. Are we going live? Yeah. Let's see what happens. Can everybody hear me now? Let me know you can hear me. Give me a thumbs up, wave at me, something. I've got about a minute delay on lag. Maybe more. All right. Hi, Kaylin. Hi, Nanetta. Sorry about it. We have run from a hurricane for 2 days. And we're not sure we're safe still. That's the problem. So I had to throw everything together to get a class together. Oh my goodness, we got so many new students, and this was ridiculous, ridiculous, ridiculous. I'm so glad y'all followed on over. Hi, Gazella. Oh, Lord. Y'all give me a thumbs up if you like the channel. I know we started off bad, but we'll get it straight. Usually I'm in a stationary spot. For those of you that don't know, I live full-time in an RV, okay? And we travel, all right? And lately we've been stuck down in Florida because of medical reasons. And this hurricane decides, well, I'm going to come in. We just got to our settle down spot. And yeah, the hurricane comes in and we had to fly. Well, the first place we went to, it seems it's still in danger of being a hurricane when it gets to there. So now we're further north and west, and we're hoping that this place, if it moves just a little, we're gotta go again. Hi, Steven. Hi, Katia. Sorry it was late. Sorry everything was messed up. We tried it earlier. It worked. Don't ask what happened. I have not a clue. So, but let's get today going and try to make it better on the end, all right? Now, everybody hear me all right? Can you see me okay? Yeah, I know, Jeremy. I'm worried to death for you. If it comes any further west, you got it coming at you. You run for cover because this thing is dangerous. It's getting bigger. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Nikki. Wow, you did make a big move, didn't you, Kendra? Yeah, it's getting better. It's getting better. If I can just get my nerves to calm down just a little bit. I haven't had much sleep past 3 days either, so that don't help. We went to Tat Days, and I was hoping to get to see Georgia there at Tat Days, and didn't get to see Georgia. She didn't get to make it. Richard was sick, and they had to call it off. So you keep the two of them in thought and prayer. And we'll just continue on with the classes as she wishes and move forward. But this year, I got to thinking about everything everybody asked for last year. And this is the 24th year that these classes has been going on. Georgia started them in a chat room in 1999. Okay? And I got news for y'all. For it to last 24 years, that is a major achievement. Hi, Aurora. It's great to see you too. Now, to let everybody know, yes, my health is getting better. Okay? Oh my goodness. We have Sweden. We have the UK. We have London. What other countries? We've got people from all over the world. This is awesome. Hi, Tom. Janella, yeah, I watch Ryan Hall too. The new link works better for you. It's a crapshoot, okay? With the hurricane coming in, we're already getting outer bands off of that thing where I'm at, and I'm going to venture to say we're a good 500 miles away from there, and we're getting bands off of it. It's no rain yet, just clouds, so we have a glitchy satellite going on because of that. I was going to use my hotspot on my phone. Yeah, that ain't happening either. It's affecting everything. So, you're from Spain. Aurora's from Spain. Nenetta's from Italy. And we've got Sweden on the books. And we've got England. Let's see, who else? Yeah, I am doing better. The medicine is working. I just have to be careful. He's got me on some strong stuff. If you ask anybody that saw me at Tat Days, they'll tell you, yeah, I was a little wonky. When I take it, I just zone out. It's really strong. So, and my service dog stays with me, so she lets me know when I'm going to have a panic attack. I don't know when I'm going to have them. They don't know what's causing them. So, or the anxiety attacks. And sometimes I have them in my sleep. So, yeah, it's scary. It is scary. Joy Flowers, Pennsylvania. Oh, Flower Joy, 20. Barbara. Tasneem. Oh, Tasneem. Yes, everyone, hit that like button. And if you're a new student, hit the subscribe button as well as that notification bell. It will let you know when I upload new content, and it will also let you know when the classes are going to start. You just found me? I've been here all along. Yeah, she'll come back. She will come back. I noticed we have a lot of people from overseas coming. Tasneem, where are you? What country are you from? Is it Pakistan? Hi, Robin. Oh, good gravy. Georgia, if Georgia came in here now, she'd just grin from ear to ear just to see this. It would make her day, folks. It would. All right. Now, I'm going to get on with today's class. I'm so glad everybody is here. Now, I try to schedule classes to last at least an hour. All right? But today is a meet and greet. Now, hi, Joanne. On this meet and greet, you will see we have moderators. Okay? Yeah, they're going to get sporty down there. I was right there in the little cove area that it's coming in at. They call it the Bend, and we were there in Sumter County. Yeah. And where we were at was going to get a direct hit of the eye. That's why we left. So, oh, you're from Texas. Awesome. That is great. I tell you, we got people from all over. And it does my heart proud to know that you all want to learn to tat. But remember, I am not a master tatter, folks. I will never admit that I am, because I am not. Everything I know came straight from Georgia and Georgia's lessons to me. And she is a master tatter. I'm in communication with her very often. And if I run into a glitch, she's got the answer. And I have many, many helpers. All right? But I run the online tatting classes by myself with Pam. She handles all the emails. She handles all the paperwork in, basically. That's not really paperwork, it's computer work. She handles the group page. And we got to the point that Gmail says, sorry, you got too many students, so we can't send mail out to all your students more than once a month. And being I hold the classes twice a week, you know, that makes it hard when we've got over 3,000 students. Okay? Now, our YouTube channel shows a number. Our class group together as a whole shows another number, and they overlap. However, we are also bringing all the subscribers from the old channels of Georgia's over here, because at the end of this year, YouTube will be shutting them down. All right? So we had 6 channels over there that we were running, teaching people how to tat. Okay? And those are all going to be shut down and incorporated into this. And we are going to bring over about 40,000 students when they shut the videos down. So yeah, we are going to grow exponentially between now and the end of the year. Thank you, Marianne. Thank you very much. If you all choose, because we run everything off of donation, if you choose to make a monetary donation, there are several ways you can do it. We have a PayPal for the classes, and you can also do super chat, super stickers, and super all kinds of stuff. Okay? And they also run ads on the replays. You watch those ads, we get paid pennies on a peanut, but it is some money, okay? If you can't do monetary, just at least do the pennies on the peanut and watch the ad. Go get a drink while it's running, all right? And just let it go. And we can make money off of that. The classes are free. It is all up to you and what you feel like you want to do. All right? Does that make sense to everybody? I'm not asking you for a dime. Okay? But if you feel it in your heart that it's worth it, 50 cents is great. Watching a video is great for a commercial as well. I'm not picky. But we do run the website, and we also run the classes. And Pam's computer is creeping, and I need to get her a new computer so she can keep doing what she's doing. And the class funding just hasn't got it there yet. It is totally separate. And but it furnishes the cameras, it furnishes everything we need, plus the website. On the website, I am working on it as fast as my little fingers can type. Problem is, everything has to be PDF form. Aurora, you can do PayPal to the online tatting class at gmail.com. All right? Now, needless to say, I'm working on that website. Georgia has a lot of links in the files, and there's a lot of document files. Well, the new website with Wix requires everything to be PDF. So when I'm transferring data into a PDF format, if there's links in there and they go to another HTML file, I have to convert that link, which is another file, into it. Actually 3 weeks ago, I just wanted to put up one pattern, and it took me 2 weeks for all the links that were involved in that pattern, so all the information was available to you when you went to get that pattern. So yeah, it takes a while. It really does. So I'm working on it. Loan me, okay? But it's a big job. I told Georgia there was big shoes to fill, and that was part of my health issues. Is I overwhelmed myself because I felt responsible for everything that Georgia did. And I had a talk with her, and she said, as long as you keep the classes and the website going, that's fine by me. And I said, that's what I want to do. I told her the truth. I just enjoy that aha moment you all get when you see something really neat and you learn it. Okay? And that's what I want to do. It does my heart good to know that I have made someone else happy. Okay? I mean, that to me is worth $1 million. Alright? So, with that said, let's get on with today. What you are going to get this year is totally different than anything else we've done. First of all, we have beginners that have never done a double stitch. So every class for the first 15 minutes, we're going to learn to do that double stitch. Because that's the only stitch in tatting. It's what you do with that stitch that makes those beautiful works of art. Yeah, it is magic. It is magic. And you're working on a new edging pattern with leave. Let's see how it goes up, and we'll share it with the class. Awesome, Aurora, that is awesome. But I got a treat for you all. There is a new designer in the books, and his name is Richard Embry. How many of y'all know Richard? How many of you have met Richard? Now, the ones that were at Tat Days know who he is, and they've took classes from this man. Now, I'm going to tell you something. He has a brain that works different than anybody else's in the tatting community, because he comes up with some of the most unique designs I have ever seen. And this year, he taught helix tatting. Now, think about that. Everybody know what a helix is. Just think about, what is a helix? Okay? Now, he created a pattern. And it was a candy cane using this helix. Okay? Now, I got news for you. He taught me how to do that. He's going to join us in a special class. And, you ready for this? We're going to learn how to do it with the master in the room. So if we have questions, we can ask him. Alright? I'm going to demonstrate it. Alright? But he is going to be here. And I got news for you. He has some really awesome, unique patterns. He showed us a fish that he did. And it's a 3-dimensional fish. Okay? Last year he did an eyeball. You know, had all the arteries and stuff. Now let me tell you, that would be a cool looking Halloween decoration. Would it not? For those of you that just go all out for Halloween, eyeball, cats, all that, yeah, you got it. And he is offering his work in a jewelry piece for this class. Now, does that not make you happy? We're going to learn to do ankars. I was supposed to teach the ankars class this year at Tat Days, and because of my health problems, I couldn't. And thank you, Phyllis Schmidt, for taking over for me. She is a dear for everything that she did. At the last minute, I got to go. I begged, and my doctor let me go. And he says, you cannot teach, you cannot do this, you cannot do that, you can't do this, and you must take your medicine. So, anybody that was at Tat Days, if you thought I was mad at you, or that I was ignoring you, I really wasn't. I was just way out there on my medicine. I mean, when I take it, it really throws me for a loop. So I won't be taking it before class. I will make sure I teach you, because like I say, when I take it, I'm out there. I'm way out there, and I can't control it. So, but it does help me control the panic and anxiety attacks. So, yeah. Yeah, you thought it was funny too, Arlene. You got a kick out of it. I know you did. So, but yeah, I am way better than I was before. And the time off helped me recover a lot and get myself back in line. Okay? So, let's go over what you're going to need for the classes. Alright? First of all, if you work with tatting needles, get you a set of tatting needles from Handy Hands or Lacis. They both carry them. We have a list, or we'll have a list under the video of where you can get tatting supplies. Everything will be listed there. Most importantly, you are going to need thread. And I had some up here and forgot to show you. So I go up here and grab it out of the cabinet. See, isn't this nice? I can just reach up and grab it. You're going to need tatting thread. Now, for you beginners, I want you to get you a couple of balls of size 10 thread. Now, you can get Elizabeth thread, or you can use Aunt Lydia's thread for a beginning. Okay, for a beginner, get Aunt Lydia's. You're not wasting nothing, 2 different colors. For the beginner intermediate students, go on into your Elizabeth threads or other brands that you may like. Just make sure it is a 6-ply cord. What am I trying to say? Coordinate. Okay. Handy Hands carries the tatting thread. They carry it in size 10. They carry it in the size 20. They carry it in size 40 and size 80. No, we don't use size 40 or 80 in class because you cannot see it on camera. Okay? Aunt Lydia's carries in 10, 20, 30, and I think that's the max. If you can get your hands on some Sibylla, yes, you can use that. You can use Olympus if you want to really venture out. It's expensive thread, but it is a wonderful thread to work with. It is a Japanese-made thread. All right. First thing on our order of business is we are going to finish what we were working on last semester, or before I got sick, this pattern. All right. We was working on this pattern. We are going to finish it because there was a lot of questions about how do you connect, where do you connect, what do you do. So we're going to answer those questions. We're going to work on it together and finish it up. Finish up the work, because that's going to be our logo for this year. All right, that's going to be on all of our webpage and everything. All right, so with that said, you're going to need your tatting needles. All right, or if you're going to go shuttle, you got massive amounts of choice here. You have metal shuttles that come in a variety of shapes, sizes. Here's one that's got a bobbin on it. Let me get it in camera. See? This one's one of Paul Pulaski's. And you can get these. You can buy these at the craft stores. I mean, there's some that are vintage. The one I'm showing you belong to my great aunt. So there you go. It is online. It is under newbie round robin pattern. Okay, it's under the patterns. You'll find it. I'll have a link for it. In fact, the last class, the link is on that. Don't worry about it. I will get that for you. It'll be in there. Pam, why don't you post the link to that pattern right here in chat? If you could do that, I'd appreciate it. Like I said, she's my right arm. I couldn't make it through the day without her. Now, you can also use this. This is a bone shuttle, or a horn, excuse me, a horn shuttle. This is made from a buffalo horn. All right? You can use flat shuttles. I don't advise flat shuttles unless you enjoy dirty thread. Okay? Because whatever is on your hands is going to get on your thread if it's here. You drop it, it's gone. If it's on the floor, it's in your thread. So if you enjoy dirty thread, use a flat shuttle. Okay? Just my thoughts. This type of shuttle. Now, I bought this. It was an overseas shuttle. And I like the style of it because it's unique and everything. And this is smooth. You would think that your thread would get caught on this every time. You know? Nah. I've used it. I really like this shuttle. And it's light. Mavis, you're helping build a garage? Well, can you build the second one? I can just pull my rig in and park it in your yard. Glad you made it. Glad you made it. All right, now, you can also get these. These are Veronica Arkadijeva. I'm going to mutilate her name constantly. She is in Russia. She's a single mom. I've known her since she began making shuttles. She inherited the business from her grandfather. And he made, let me get this right. I just drew a blank. The shuttles for the Binal lace for Nina Libin. Okay? And they are very, very thin. Very, very small shuttles. And she made all the shuttles for Nina Libin. And when she took over the shuttle making business, all she knew how to do was make plain shuttles. And I said, well, have you ever done this to a shuttle? No. Well, why don't you try? And this is what you get, folks. This is what you get. She started really honing in her skill. And I got news for you. They are some of the better wooden shuttles on the market. Okay? Or you could get you one of these. This is what they call a GR8 shuttle. Now, for those of you that have thin fingernails, you could probably use this. My fingernails don't work with these too well. Okay? I have, as you can see, daggers. When I start teaching, they will be cut off because they do get in the way. Y'all can't see what I'm doing. But that is a GR8. Randy Houts makes them, and they're wonderful shuttles. Okay? If you want to work with a bobbin shuttle, I advise you to get you a GR8. Alright? This is a Tatsy shuttle. Now, you got a big project, that's your shuttle. That way you don't have a bunch of ends to tie in. Because I'm going to teach you how to climb out from one row to the next. So you just keep on trucking. On those big dollies, fill her up. This could hold a whole ball of size 20 thread. Just one shuttle. So there you go. Now you also have your plastic Soulmate shuttles. This is one that I had gotten from Shuttle by Design. Rita made it for me, and she's put some gold in it, and it's got resin overlay so that this stuff doesn't come off. Beautiful shuttles. Here's another one of Rita's. This is done on a moonlit shuttle. Now, moonlit and sunlit are two different shuttles. The moonlit has the pick, the sunlit doesn't. Difference in the shuttle. You can use the regular clover shuttles, or you can get the clover shuttles with a crochet hook on the end. If you buy the crochet hooked tatting shuttles, make sure you wind them in the right direction, because if you don't, every time you pull back, you're going to catch your thread. You was thinking it was a yarn shuttle? No, it's a tatting shuttle. And people that have arthritis in their hands, this is really, really great. Okay? Because you've got something to grip on too. You grab something this small with arthritis in your fingers and stuff, you can't tap very long. Your hands begin to hurt. This you can. Yes, the sunlit is itty bitty. It's about the size of this little clover. Alright, now, Rita also makes this. This is what they call the Russian shaped shuttle. And the reason they call it is this is the shuttle they use for Ankars. This little thread is what is a tat helper. Okay, I'll give you all the 411 on that down the road. Not right now, so just ignore that thread. But you can get a lot of beads in here. Okay? And once you get beads on tatting thread, oh, the sky's the limit of the beauty you can create. You're going to need some crochet hooks that match the size of your thread. Don't go picking up a size G crochet hook for a size 20 thread, because you're never going to pull that. Okay? These are for pulling your picots when you're making a joint. Alright? Next thing you're going to need is picot gauges. Now, we have a multitude of choices of them, and I'm going to show you different things you can use as picot gauges real quick. First of all, an actual picot gauge. See? Let me get it over here in the camera. Alright, on this one, it's from Handy Hands. You see these little holes up here? That's to measure your needles. so you know you got the right needle for the right thread. All right? Now, these are your little picots. That's where you gauge your picot sizes. I'll show you how to use it. You can also use an old credit card. Slice it, dice it, however you want it. You got a picot gauge. Makes your picots uniform so everything looks nice and neat and pretty. Or you can use wooden picot gauges. Again, this is another little deal Veronica did. I said, I need some picot gauges. Can you make me some? She said, sure. So she made me some picot gauges. She also makes these pretty little deals. These are crochet hooks, and they got a cap on them, so your crochet hook stays a hook. She makes these, and she also makes some that's painted beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, now, this is a sewing tool that you can also use. It's used for measuring things, and you can use this to measure picots. Now, for your joining picots, because they're supposed to be itty bitty, check these out. Y'all know what these are. Anybody guess what these are? And I've had many people ask me, what in the world? Well, those make the most wonderful small picots you've ever seen. And these are the little pins you get with your cell phone, and you stick it in that little tiny hole and reset your cell phone. Well, when the cell phone's dead, what are you going to do with it? Guess what? You got a tiny picot gauge for your tiny picots. Problem solved. No more guessing. Next thing you're going to need is some scissors. Now, you can get cheap scissors, these kind of scissors, or you can go out and get you a pair of fancy scissors. Okay, it doesn't matter. They have to be sharp because you're cutting close to your thread. Alright? You don't want to nick your thread, and if your scissors are not sharp, they could nick your threads. Once your thread is nicked on a pattern, say you're doing a big doily, and it's the last join, and you nick your thread. Oops. Yeah, you got a lot of work to do. So, those you need. You'll also need some gum floss threaders. That is to pull your ends through and hide them. Okay? So, there you go. That's what they look like. They come in a little packet like that. And you open them up. And you see they're little filaments. You can get them in a variety of colors. Okay? And they're for people that wear braces. Use this to pull the floss through on their teeth, and that's why they're called floss threaders. Of course, this one doesn't want to go back together, so instead of fighting with it, I'll lay it to the side and we'll mess with it later. Now, this is something, used to get this. It's called Thread Heaven. Well, for some strange reason, these people quit making it. Alright? And so, needless to say, I've only got 2 of these left. Sometimes you can run into somebody selling it on eBay or Etsy. If you do, grab it. It's really good stuff. But Thread Magic is the newest, latest, greatest. Alright? And Thread Magic is as good as Thread Heaven. I've used both. You can also use beeswax. And what that does is that tames your thread. Anybody that's ever worked with Elizabeth thread knows it needs all the taming it can possibly get. Because it gets squirrely with you. Alright? It gets twist in it that just, boom, too much twist. And the last of the Mohicans that you're going to need are paper clips or bulb pins, either one. Alright, this is a bulb pin. They call it a bulb pin because it's got a little, looks like a light bulb really. Or a paper clip. If you're going to use paper clips to hold your picots in place, make sure you get the ones without the plastic sleeve. The reason I say that I've had this happen. The plastic sleeve, when it's in with the other paper clips, tends to get nicked and it will hang on your threads. I've had it happen and totally destroyed a picot trying to get that paper clip off. So make sure you don't get the paper clips that's got the plastic sleeve. You want metal, okay? So that's your necessary items. Now, the very last thing you need to bring is all the enthusiasm you've got, okay? Bring paper and pencil to every class. There may be something that I throw out there because it just pops in my brain, okay, and it pertains to the class, and I'll throw it out there and you'll want to remember it. Paper and pencil, lay it beside you. That way you make notes. That's all I can think of. Now, there are some special holidays we recognize. Okay? The bulb pens, Karen, I got them off of Amazon. I got a whole great big box of them. And different colors. And I think I only give like $7.97 for the whole box. And it's got like 2,000 of those bulb pens. So if I lose one, I ain't worried about it. Alright, but we have special occasion that we get together like Super Bowl Sunday. Now, we do a Super Bowl Sunday snowflake if we have one available. If we don't, we do something on Super Bowl Sunday. Alright? Let the guys go watch the football game that watch the football. Us that don't watch the football, we can get together and we can do what we like. And that is work on our tatting. Alright? So we'll have a special pattern for that. We will also have a special pattern for International Tat Day. Now, everything has its own day of the year, and we have International Tat Day. That's when all tatters come together in one way or another, and we tat, and we have chocolate, and we have tea, coffee, Coke, whatever you want. You get you something to drink, but it's supposed to be tea and chocolate. That's what's been going on for hundreds of years, I'm sure. But the thing of it is, it's about the getting together. We talk about more on those days about just general, stuff than tatting. We do more chatting than tatting on those days. And you get a free pattern. Every class you will have a pattern. Okay? Lord knows, we have a whole library of patterns to play with. I am working on trying to get permissions on some really pretty patterns for you guys that we want to work in class. Okay? And we want to do things that are fun, unique, up to date. It's not doilies anymore. But we can make doilies, and I can show you what to do with them doilies that's going to blow your mind. Okay? Things that you can do. Alright? So, we got NCARS. NCARS is going to come in later in the series of classes. Okay? And I'm going to run them Tuesdays and Thursdays, same time, 3 o'clock. The replays will be on right after class. I don't know if we're going to get a replay on this class today. I'm going to shoot for the moon. Okay? If I do, we do. If we don't, we don't. No biggie. But Thursday I'll have everything worked out. All the kinks. YouTube's done something different. I don't know what they've done, but they've done something different. And I'm going to figure it out. Trust me. I got a techie dude back there. He going to help me. Alright? It could be my computer. It's been acting crazy past couple of weeks. So, if it is, I've got a secondary. I always have a backup when it's important. But the classes, we're going to have a pattern. We're going to work it together. All the way through April 1st. You want to know the date of International Tat Day? April 1st. Mark your calendars, folks. Alright. And I think Super Bowl this year is February 7th. So, And then holidays come up. We got Valentine's. We have to make something for Valentine's. We've got Halloween. We've got Christmas. We got Turkey Day. We got to make a turkey for Turkey Day, okay? We just have to. I'm looking for one. Anybody got a turkey? I'm sure we got one in the files. I just got to dig it out. But I try to work things out to where we've got something. Now, for the holiday classes that we do, those will be quick tats, all right? But what I want to do is work from the beginning of a pattern all the way through to the end, so that when you get through, not only have you learned the techniques in that pattern and how to accomplish those techniques, but you've got to practice those, and you have something to show for your hard work. You know, I can teach you techniques from here till the cows come home, but only until you use it in practice are you going to learn it and know it. And there are techniques out there that could save you so much trouble. Okay? It'll save you headaches, let me tell you. She did do a turkey. I'll get a hold of her and see if she can send it to me. Thanks, Sue. But if you all have got a pattern in mind that you want to try, we'll schedule it in. I will get the permissions. It's not hard to get permissions. It really isn't. Most of our designers in the tatting world are eager for you to try their work. It builds their sales on their books. Okay? So, and we want designers. Come on, I am not a designer, folks. When I tat something for me personally, yeah, it's got a mistake in it. I missed a stitch, something, you know, I don't care. It's for me. Okay? If it's something I need for a specific reason, I'll tat it up. It's for me. But if I'm going to send you a gift, there won't be a mistake. All my ends will be tied in. And they will not be tied in knots. Okay? Things like that. Okay? But I'm going to show you how to tat so that you can win blue ribbons at the craft shows. I'm going to teach you how to tat and do these unique techniques that will save you time, trouble, and headaches. No more aspirin while you're tatting. Band-aids are a requirement. Okay? You will need band-aids on the fly. Alright. You're a newbie. Was you here a while ago when I went through the laundry list of things you're going to need? Are you needle or are you shuttle? I can only take you so far on needle. I am not a needle tatter. Okay? Okay, Katia, send it to me. You're struggling with Celtic needle tatting? Alright, Pam is your question and answer lady. Alright, she is a needle tatter. She is our needle teacher. Right now, she's also the front desk lady too. Pam's everything. Okay. What you're going to need is, I'm going to show you. Tatting shuttle. Here, tatting shuttle. See? That is a tatting shuttle. You can get one like that, or you can get one like this, or you can get one like this at the store. Let me get it in the screen here. Alright? Or you can get tatting needles. Now I'm going to pull these out. It's better if you do both. And I'm going to tell you why. Alright? If you learn how to shuttle tat, and you learn the basics of needle tatting, if you run into a technique, these are needles, tatting needles. See how long they are? They're not sharp. They're not sharp at all. Havels they will draw blood. You can sew in stitches with Havel needles. So don't get Havels. You want Lacis or Handy Hands. Alright? But there are techniques that are so much easier on the needle. Okay? And you can swap tools in the middle of a project. If you pay mind to what you're doing, I will teach you that. Alright? I will teach you tricks and give you tips galore. Alright? But before we get started this coming Thursday, all right, I want you to come in with a notepad, a pencil. I want you to have a pair of scissors, 2 colors of thread. All right, if you're going to go needle, you only need 1 color and 1 ball. Just 1 ball of thread. That's all you need. It needs to be size 10. You need a size 5 tatting needle. Okay? Now, if you're going to work with shuttle, you need a shuttle, 2 colors of thread. You need a crochet hook to match your size thread. Okay? If you're working with size 20 threads, you need a size, what is this, size 10, size 9 crochet hook. Like this. Okay, see? That's the crochet hook. You work with size 80, you're going to need a 14. I'm just telling you. So, the larger the number, I think, is the bigger the needle. I'm not sure on the steel needles. The clover shuttles with the hook, that used to be Black Sheep Emporium. It is now Twisted Pico that carries those. And they are expensive. Okay, because they come from Japan. That's all Clover Japan. They used to make the Clover bobbin shuttles. Lord knows I got a truckload of those. And now they don't make them anymore. That was a mistake, Clover. If you watch my video, that's a mistake. Alright? So, you want thread, 2 colors, if you're going shuttle. And you want crochet hook, pair of scissors. Alright? And you don't need a picot gauge right now. Right now we're going to learn the double stitch and our tension Thursday. For you that have been tatting for a while, okay, come in for the refresher. You might learn something. Alright? So, any questions? Is there any questions? I do have an Etsy shop. It's closed. I'm mad at Etsy. I'm looking for a new home for my Etsy shop. I got books and stuff that I own that I'm going to be getting rid of because I live in a fifth wheel travel trailer. Yeah. She's only 42 feet long. Oh, yeah. You're right, Barb. You are so right. She says Havel needles are really just doll needles, and it's a guarantee you'll draw blood because they have sharp points. Also, on the eyes on the Havels are too large, and she is so true on that. I was trying to figure out, if they were good or not, and I was just going in to pull a picot, and man, it sliced my finger wide open on the side. The preference on the size of the thread, for a beginner, you want size 10. Now, you can get Aunt Lydia's, because that way you're not wasting any money. Any crochet thread will work as long as it's size 10. Don't get nylon. Make sure it is cotton. You don't want nylon thread right now. You really don't. As a beginner, do not bring nylon thread, because you will hate tatting if you're working with nylon thread for a beginner. Yeah. Guns and Roses, listen to me. Guns and Unicorns. Okay, her name is Fred. That's what I'm used to calling her. She said Twisted Pico has them in 2 sizes. They're clovers with the hook. Organizing supplies. Yes, I do, and I don't have my bag here. I will show that to you, Allie. But it's a sewing bag, and I got it off of Amazon, and it's 2-tiered. Okay? The top tier has got all these little pockets and stuff in it. And, it's the neatest thing. I make tatting bags, nice size tatting bags, and everybody that has one loves it. But for me, I have 6 projects at once going, and when I'm traveling, I have to have something that closes up tight, because I don't know if you ever moved a trailer, things move. What also moves in the truck while you're going down the road? Some of these roads, I don't even know how they're even held together. Well, thank you. Thank you so much, Barb. Thank you. Alright, are the needle and shuttle classes both on Thursdays? Yes, I will teach you both sides. We will learn both sides of that coin, but I can only take you so far on needle. Okay? I am not a needle tatter. I'm more of a shuttle tatter. I know just enough of needle to get you to the point of, yeah, you're on your own. You can do it on your own. You wasn't able to get internet at the lake. That's okay. That's okay. I'm hoping we can put this up for rewatch, save it. I really do. I don't know. I had some glitches when we started. So we'll keep it at, maybe they'll let us keep it. If they do, we may not get to keep the chat, but we'll try. Yeah, bento boxes are great, Fred. They really are. Any other ideas? Yeah, that'll work. Glass cases will work. Let me pull this out. This is my hide and seek drawer. Have any of you seen anything like this? See? Now look, for you shuttle tatters, this is great. You can put your shuttle down in here with your thread on it. Put a little, you know them little bobbins that you use for embroidery floss? Put those down in there with it with some thread. Put your work you're doing down here. Close it up, zip it up. It's also got a carabiner on it. Hook it on your belt loop. You're ready to rock and roll. Alright, folks. I am hearing the thunder from a storm coming in. And my baby's over here. I will show everybody my baby. This is Miss Mia. For those of you who are at Tat Day, tiny dog, but she is my service dog. And right now she's in my lap because it's thundering out there. She's like every other dog. She doesn't like fireworks and she doesn't like thunder. So, let's see. Tobacco metal box for carrying tatting stuff. Alright, what about the Altoid tins, folks? Altoid tins is another good one. Gum containers. The little plastic gum containers that are like this. Get your container, gum in it. Yeah, she is. She's my buddy. Say hello, Miss Mia. Say hi. Oh, she don't want to see nobody. She's scared. There she is. She needs her hair cut. She's all hair right now. Yeah, the zip seal bags are nice. You prefer mine. Yeah, I'll tell you, Deb Arnold's got some nice bags too. Don't sell her short. Hers are the round. I know everybody has seen them. They're called jewelry bags, but she's increased the size and the pockets that are inside are deeper. So you can put stuff in all the little pockets around and pull it tight. I've got one in the attic up there. Let me get it. All right, Mia, we got to go up. You ready? Let's go. This is one of Deb Arnold's. Sit down. See? And it's got a hard base here, but when you open it up, let me show you. You got all these little pockets in there. Okay? And you can put thread, and they're deep. They're pretty deep. Okay? Put thread, shuttle, scissors, everything, and it's a pull tie. Grab it. Boom. It's done. And Deb Arnold sells these. She's got an Etsy shop. I just took her a 64 quart tub, and I'm thinking a 32 quart tub full of CDs. That's what she uses for her base, so that she can make a bunch. Yeah. Yeah, flea collar tins work. Well, thank you, Anne. You are so sweet. Yeah, I mean, you can use anything. Anything at all will work. If it suits you. That's the key. It's got to suit what you do. I've got a sewing box, big sewing box. It's in the other room. Everything's in the other room. When we get settled, I'll have everything in here with me. And it's all still packed in buckets. We just moved the buckets out. You know, when we parked, we hopped out, we threw everything together, emptied this room out so I could get to my desk, because this is where we put everything when we move the rig. It all locks in here. Just don't sit on it, it'll break. Yeah, that's true, Pam, that's true. Okay, so any more questions? Thursday's class, 3 o'clock. I'm going to... So, needless to say, that's what kind of job he's got. If you find that this is valuable information and that you can learn something from us, don't hesitate to donate. $1 goes a long way, 50 cents goes longer. Alright? So, until next time, may all your threads make beautiful lace. And happy tatting, everyone. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay safe if you're in the track of the hurricane or any of its storms surrounding. Stay safe. And I'll see you guys on Thursday, 3 o'clock. Bring your tools. We're ready to work. All right? See you then. Have a great day.